All right, so now we've organized our project in our SSD and we've organized it in Premiere. We've created the B-roll sequences, the real-time element sequences, lined up the ceremony, color graded it, color matched it, treated the audio, set up the multicam, cut up the ceremony, did some last minute changes, and we've made sure that everything's ready to go. Now we are ready to export the video and get it out of Premiere and onto our hard drive and into the hands of our clients. So what I'm going to do here is make sure I have the whole sequence selected that I want. I'm going to press in or press I for in. Scroll all the way to the beginning here, press I for in, hold shift. If I hold shift and move the cursor around, it'll lock onto the thing here. I'm going to hit O for out. Then I'm going to hit Command M for export. Okay. Now, I can leave the ceremony, but I'm going to change the destination to Julia and Niles. I'm going to go to exports. If I were putting it in draft, I would put it in the draft folder. And then I can just call this V1. Okay. And the format, H.264 preset, we're going to make our own custom preset right now. We're going to hit match source. We're going to hit render at maximum depth, use maximum render quality. Now, for the proof, we only need to have it to be able to see it, not necessarily in its entire highest quality, right? We just need to be able to see it. So we want to get it out quickly. We don't need it to take up too much space. So what I'm going to do here is I'm actually going to put it on VBR one pass with 15 megabytes per second. Audio is good. Now the effects, what we're going to do, it's already clicked here. What we're going to do is hit Lumetri look/LUT. And if you remember, we have our QT gamma compensation LUT from earlier, which is in assets. We're going to put that on there. And basically what this does, if I uncheck it, you can see it looks a little bit different. It still looks pretty good because, we did a really good job color grading it, all that kind of stuff. But when you export from Premiere, it actually kind of desaturates the colors and takes out a little bit of contrast, which I don't understand why it does that, but it does. Basically, all this LUT does is put that contrast back into it so that the the final video looks like what we were looking at in Premiere, not a less saturated, less contrasty version. So it won't even really look like this. This is actually a little bit over saturated, over contrasty. It's kind of a weird thing, but if you just put this LUT on, the final video will look how it did when you were editing it. Okay, so now I'm just going to hit save preset. I'm just going to call this proof. Okay, so now I've got proof. If I were saying that this is the final version and it's ready to go, I would hit ceremony, whatever version it is, and I would keep all of this the same, except I'm going to go to video. Now I'm going to hit VBR 2 pass, and I'm going to hit maybe, usually we shoot in about 50 megabytes per second. We don't necessarily need the full amount of that, so I may just hit like 35 and 35. And I can see how big that file is going to be. Right here, it's going to be, it's either 5 gigs or that is 57 gigs. I can't remember how that math works out. But I think it's 5 gigs. I mean, 5 gigs is not big. Maybe we can go up to 50. See how that looks. Just making sure that is the entirety of the video there. Yep, looking good. You know what? I actually shot this, I'm pretty sure, in 100. I'm just going to go see. We're going to go crazy. We're going to see what 75 looks like. Okay, it's 50. The max is 50. Okay. It's looking good. Now we're going to hit save preset. We'll call this final. So now we have a preset. We can either hit proof or final. Okay. We got some other presets too. So for now, I'm going to hit proof. Instead of hitting export, I'm going to hit send a media encoder, and I'll show you why in a second. So now it's opening a media encoder. I'm going to drag it up here to the screen. It's opening the project. Boom. Okay. So Media Encoder, this is a really good program to have because you can batch export. Okay, and you don't have to wait for Premiere to do it for you. You can actually even export in Media Encoder, close that Premiere project, open a new one, and work on other stuff as this is exporting. I like to let my computer just run its course and just, you know, put all of its processing power to editing. Usually I'll just queue something up overnight and just let it go to town. But you know, if you're in a pinch, you got to export something while you're working on something else. This is a really good option to do that. So all this is saying is this is the format, this is the preset, this is the output file, this is where it's going to go. We can double check if we want, or we can even change it. We're going to put it in Julian Niles, export, draft, save, and we're going to hit play, and it's going to process. Right. So right now it's rendering out the audio. It'll render out the video and put it together. And we'll have a final video that we can upload wherever it needs to go. So now you should be more than well equipped to organize your project in your SSD, organize it in Premiere, get the Premiere set up, edit, set up the multicam, cut up the multicam, treat the audio, color match the video, color grade the video, do some last minute tweaks, a little bit of the psychology of the cuts and why we do certain things, maybe what we're looking for, and then also the best export settings for to optimize your computer performance. So the next one will be how to cull the B-roll, and then moving a little bit more towards the highlight. So we'll see you in the next one.